So we have a full moon in Capricorn that is happening during Cancer season on July the 10th. I'm going to give you guys 8 things that you should be looking out for during this full moon. And also, I'll give you some spiritual tips and practices that'll help you navigate through this chaotic but wonderful energy. So grab your notebooks and a pen and let's get to it. The first thing that you could be experiencing during this time is a lot of irritability with clutter or disorganization. You may be feeling as though you need to have some sort of cleansing or decluttering. And the reason why you are feeling this irritability is because as we are in the process of a high speed manifestation portal. What's happening is that the energy is calling for you to cleanse things out so that way you can make room and make space for all of the new manifestations and the new blessings to come in. And so I would highly suggest for you to get completely organized, okay? Organize that closet, organize your bedroom, get things really in order. Make sure that you're not giving your energy to different things that are going to leave you in a highly chaotic state, or even if you have a incredibly busy or chaotic schedule, just try to leave some room in there for you to exhale and breathe out whatever is cluttering even within your mind. Continue to exhale and breathe it out. Okay, so physically clearing things out, but also energetically cleansing and clearing is going to be it's going to be so phenomenal for you. Okay, I actually started with saging this morning. I just realized that my sage is still sitting here, but yeah, just saging your energy, saging your home, getting rid of all of the bad energy is going to be so transformative, and it's really going to help amplify this cleansing effect that is already going to happen under this full moon. The second thing that could be coming up during this time is a lot of emotional triggers. This is actually going to look like maybe things that are happening within your own mind. Maybe there could be certain memories that are coming back. I always say return of the ex, which happens a lot of the times during the full moon. However, this time it really could be things that are happening internally. Those emotions are going to be stirred back inside of you. If you haven't fully processed the emotions that have occurred when you have let go of certain things in your past, those emotions may likely come back up. My suggestion for getting through this phase is to work with the water, okay? We are in Cancer season. It is a full moon. Let water be your thing, okay? And I am a Cancer, so I'm like super hype right now because I love working with water. I love putting Reiki healing energies in my water. I love speaking life over my water, but also this is a great time to release into the water, okay? So that could look like maybe you're taking a bath, right? A salt bath where you are releasing and letting go of those emotions. Maybe you are stating these new affirmations while you are in the shower. Maybe you are writing something on a paper and then releasing it into water, into the ocean, or into a lake. The third thing that you could be facing during this time is a trip down memory lane. If you find yourself looking at old photos of yourself, or maybe even coming across things that from your childhood or things that you thought that you lost years and years and years ago. Maybe, one of your family members calls you and reminisce and calls you with a story to reminisce on the good times or even the bad times that you all have had. You are going to be asked to heal and forgive all of the past versions of you. Sometimes we're holding on to shame or guilt for us making certain decisions that we had in the past, or for choosing the bad relationship, or maybe we chose the wrong job or the wrong city. Or you also might feel the need to compare where you are now versus where you want to be, and putting shame or guilt on your current reality or in your current situation. And so, what you can do during this time so that way you don't go into victim mode and start, really going back on all of the self love that you have been doing so far, the one thing that you could do is to write or journal a letter to yourself, to the old version of yourself, the new version of yourself, the current version of yourself, whatever version that is coming up that is really starting to bring in some sort of emotional trigger. Tell that person everything that they didn't know. Tell that person how much you love them. Tell that person how grateful you are for being there, for being as strong as they were to get through these situations. I actually just realized within my own practices that I was so down on myself because I'm like, why did I not trust myself? Why did I put myself in these situations? Why did I not listen to my intuition? But the truth is that I always trusted myself. I trusted in something, even if I trusted in my fears, even if I trusted in my doubts, even if I trusted in my insecurities, I still trusted in something. And so I wrote a letter to myself just saying, thank you for trusting. Thank you for showing me that I have the ability to trust. I have the ability to surrender. And that is actually what is so powerful and magnificent about this transformation, is that under this full moon, we get to write our new versions of ourselves. We get to write the new story. We get to release those old parts that no longer serve us, and we get to release them without shame or guilt. Okay, so really practice on forgiving yourself through this. Number 4 is you may notice a lot of toxic family and ancestral dynamics that are going to come to the surface. Certain things that have been passed down throughout generations, certain emotions, types of thinking or belief systems are going to come to the forefront. As a light worker, it is now going to be your job to alchemize all of those things into light energy. You get to rewrite those belief systems. You get to say the generational curses stop here and now, and I release them fully to the full moon. So what I would suggest for this one is maybe doing some sort of cord cutting meditation. All right. I'm also going to post a link to a meditation in the description box below. When you click on it, you can go to my website and it will be available there for you. Number 5, boundaries. Boundaries are going to be tested. Now is when the universe is asking you, are you really sure that this is who you are? Now is the time to really pull in that strength, okay? This is called the buck moon, okay? So it's time to kind of, get a little bit strong and firm in those boundaries. If you find people are asking too much of your time or too much of your energy, or if you are anything like how I was in a people pleasing mode, this is actually going to be a time when all of this type of energy is going to be exposed. So the full moon is bringing so much exposure to the areas that do not feel good for you because your boundaries are being crossed, whether they are energetically, physically, spiritually, emotionally. If you struggle with setting boundaries and remaining firm in them, I would suggest to do some throat chakra cleansing. Number 6 is you may have a strong desire to take action. You may experience some frustration with indecisiveness, especially within yourself or within others. The reason for this is because your divine masculine energy is being awakened. You are going to feel so inspired and motivated, almost like I have to get things done. I'm on this, setting up real goals and deadlines and saying, okay, I've been relaxing, I've been chilling, I've been enjoying the summer, but now is the time to put in some work. Number 7 is you may be feeling incredibly anxious, overwhelmed, even having some trouble staying focused. The reason why this is happening is because under this full moon, there are going to be so many chaotic energies that are going to be moving inside of you, but also within the collective. And so it is really important that you remain grounded. Ground your energy, whether that's doing yoga practices, even if that includes going out to hug some trees. Grounding is essential during this time. Keep those feet planted. All right. It is one of the best ways to kind of keep control of your emotions. Number 8 is you are going to receive clarity. This full moon is going to provide you with a sudden realization that you are maybe done with a job or a relationship. You are going to have some sort of aha moment within your life. And this is going to bring forth a redirection. So maybe you had a really good idea of, yes, I would love to leave this job, but you had no idea where you wanted to go next, or even what you wanted to do, or what your life purpose is. Well, under this full moon, you will be provided with that clarity. Those are the 8 things that you should be looking out for during this full moon. You guys, I'm really, really happy that it is Cancer season, and I'm also even more excited about this transformation that is happening under the full moon, right? We actually have the chance to transform our lives and to really let go and release the things that don't serve us, and to cleanse out those energies that have just kind of been laying dormant, okay, but just there taking up space, right? Let's actually fill that with some good things, okay? Let's fill that with some light, with some creativity, with some productivity, and with some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful affirmations. So if you need any additional support or any additional help, feel free to check out the meditation that is linked in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that way you can continue receiving more gems like this, and share this out to anyone who you think may need it. Love on yourself, okay? I love each and every one of you. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.